Ooh, I caught you looking. Ooh, I caught you looking with your looking ass. I caught you looking with your looking ass. Ooh, I caught you looking. I pull up hot boxing cars, smoke like a brisket. Bass knocking like Jehovah Witness, bear witness. Heads turn with quickness, camera ready up, you missed it. Fifth wheel leaning slightly like some broken fences. Hold up, watch out, here I go. 10 cars deep, I'll crawling slow. Slowed up, pulled up, big mo. If you don't know, stop sipping, bro. Takes a while, wheel twinkle toes. 1712s on dog meat bows. Pull up and they like, what are those? Neon lights say, enjoy the show. Neck froze, trunk open, never close, no love for hoes. Paint drip, take a pic, I suppose. Don't blame me, I'm getting chose. Haters hate, I don't hear them, no. Surrounded by sound, but it ain't no bow. CT sound, my truck exposed. Pockets full of dope. I caught you looking, caught you looking. Ooh, I caught you looking, caught you looking. Ooh, I caught you looking with your looking ass. I caught you looking with your looking ass. Ooh, I caught you looking.
If I should wake this tomorrow, no, there is nothing left to hold. Lying here beneath this dark, there is nothing left to love, and it takes its toll. And it takes its toll.
Listen, sometimes it's okay to be the villain in the made-up story that these people got going on in their mind. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm okay. I'm okay that in your story, I'm the villain. Because you the clown in mine. A whole clown.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for waiting for me. You know I'd be late, but I got to be accountable for it, right? Speaking of accountability, man, does the true crime community and people in the back, the lurkers, the sleuthers, everybody needs some accountability from time to time. Hell, Summer Wells' case specifically. But honestly, in all cases, in my opinion. Let me see who's all up in the chat. Make sure it works, because you know how I like the chat to work. Is it working? Is it working? Of course it isn't. We'll get there. How about nah? I caught you looking with your looking ass. Hi, Brooke. By the way, Brooke, thank you for being here for so long from the jump. Thank you, Julia. She says, great trailer. It was about the gatekeeping of true crime information. We all know about that. Hi, Margaret. Thank you for being a member. It's been a while. I'm so glad you're back. I need some new people in the chat. Wow, became a granny to a 7. Wow. Good gravy. Congrats. 6 pounds, 14 ounces, 7 pounds. Wow. Speaking of, I'm about a month and a week from, or less, from popping out another Little Eve 2.0. And it is 110 degrees. Well, excuse me, it was 105 with 110 heat index, if you want to get technical. It's hot for a pregnant lady in these streets. Maybe that's why I'm acting so cray-cray today. I don't know. Hormones or some shit, right? Say something says, see something, say something. Hello, sounds like a great live topic here for it. I've been needing to do this way before some drama happened recently, but any time is the right time for me, especially when you feel so directly affected, if you will, right? Some examples to give. It's always a good thing. Hey, Lori Laney. Good to see ya. True Crime Chucky. Hello, hello. Pointer Lover. Good to see you. Mr. Eve. Now, Mr. Eve. Speaking of accountability, I have to tell you that I need to be held accountable for being, what's the word? An insane pregnant lady. Because you know how your significant other always takes kind of some of the brunt of the bullshit that goes on in your life. And he has been amazing every single time. And I appreciate you, Mr. Eve. Everybody give him some hand claps, some hearts, whatever you want in the chat, because he deserves it. He's earned it. I promise you that. Hello, Lucia. Hello, hello. Justice Jane. Now, thank you, Nana. And congrats again to Margaret. Pointer Lover, welcome to the evening crew. By the way, now that I have some more free time that has literally taken over my life in the last year, I am getting back into, for real this time, mediumship. Woo! Spooky dooky stuff. But again, like before, it's going to stay members only, as it should. I feel like that side of the fishbowl needs to be more behind the scenes, if you will. And it takes a lot of energy, okay? Yes, Mr. Eve. All right. So what the hell am I talking about, right? What I'm talking about is what I have, if anybody has been on my channel for the last year, I've had some trauma in the Michael Vaughn case and other missing children cases, but specifically Michael Vaughn's case. And by the way, there is an update on that I will share with you here momentarily. But, or a lack of an update rather. But there's been some accountability that needs to be held on this channel, which is me failing my channel and allowing the obsessive compulsiveness of my mental health, I guess, and trying to help find this boy who has, in my opinion, been stifled by other cases and by the drama of the family and other channels that family have chose to represent them. Critters doing harm on the farm, Perp Phoenix for sure, hands down without a doubt, which this is lots to say about that, and some others, right? Level-headed and Jenna and all those crazy ass people over there. And the hackers. Oh, I love hacking. Is that what Jenna said? I love hacking. I bet you do. I bet you do. It's illegal as fuck too. Just know that. It's really not good. It's a prison sentences happen because of that. 17 months. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you've been here longer than that. And I'm sure it probably felt way longer than that too. Yay, mediumship. Yeah, it's a good thing. It really is. It can be used for good, just not like the Ziggy kind. You know, she's got cursed vulvas. Oh my God. By the way, please go watch the Circle Jerks or the Jerks live. Please, somebody, if you can, put the link in the chat. It was so funny. I am still hurting. My sides hurt. First of all, because I'm pregnant, and fat. But I was laughing so hard at the live that literally just ended before this one. Please go watch it if you want to feel better. I have, it's like almost euphoric. I was laughing so hard. Whew. Pointer Lover says, it's sad to me that not many creators cover Michael's case. Right. So, if you've ever heard of Twitter Basils for a Monkey, you know, that's a great group of gals, I tell you, that I was a part of until recently. And that's okay. Sometimes you just got to part ways. Sometimes things come to an end. That doesn't mean Michael's coverage is coming to an end. That just basically means friendships did. And that's okay. Because it's, at the end of the day, still about Michael and always will be. However, there's got to be some accountability on some things. Throughout this whole time that I've taken a lot of heat and brutal feedback, if you will, from the people around Michael Vaughn's family and or the mother, there's got to be some accountability as to where I failed and where others failed. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I came into the Michael Vaughn case hard and heavy, I was devastated that this boy was not getting the attention that he deserved, and the tips coming in didn't seem to be doing much. We haven't found him yet after 2 years, right? Over 2 years. And now we have no charges. We have no one being held accountable. A probable cause has been handed to the prosecutor, but it is still an active and ongoing investigation. And it feels like the Summer Wells case 2.0, but way less coverage and a lot more drama on a sense of a heavier level, meaning threats, slash tires of a unofficially cleared person who loved Michael Vaughn, threats directly given to her to be hurt, and others. People who recorded said mother, and being also blamed for being a mole. The mole. You know what a mole is. The mole, not on your face or like a mole that you have on your body that's kind of darker than everything else, bigger than a freckle. I'm talking about digging into some shit and exposing it and playing sides and all that. Sometimes there's a thing called emotional moles. Sometimes you will meet people that are manipulative moles, where you're always having to be suspicious of things, to do the dirty work, to find out and kind of report back your findings. And then all of a sudden, it's so odd that it ends up on like the enemy's side of information. You know, you see a tweet that's like, we know that said person over there has this and that, when they have no business knowing anything about that. Well, guys, guess who was the target for that drama? Eve. Yeah, you heard me right. Eve. Eve was targeted. Yes, I'm speaking in third person. Could you just imagine me sitting there going, huh? What? I've been working on this harder than anyone for a long time. And now On the road again. All on my lonesome. Actually, I take that back. That's not right. I've always had support outside of that. I never really needed it anyway outside of that. But I do have support. And the people that have been here from the beginning are still here. And there's always a reason for that. And my accountability to you who have been here from the jump, especially Brooke and Heather and others, I love you and appreciate you for sticking it out even this long after neglecting my channel, neglecting my Discord, neglecting my responsibilities as a creator and as an advocate for missing children. Oh, and Mr. Eve, of course, my God. Sorry, love. Blame it on the hormones. It's a joke. Don't blame it on the hormones. I'm fine. But sometimes when you have a strong personality, and others do too, things can get lost in translation very quickly, right? On these true crime cases. And specifically, when you let other people who have an agenda dig into your skull, right? Because you could say one little thing wrong, like for instance, I sent a recording when it was really meant, I sent a link of the recording. But sometimes they lock down on it so hard and put their teeth in it that it's over before it began. You're a done deal. So whatever you say is gonna not matter. But what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, you never really have to have a huge support system. It's the ones that stick with you through hell and fire and brimstone. And I need to be accountable and remember that going forward. Those are the people that you invest in. Those are the people that care for you, and you should care for them. Period. And I failed. And I'm sorry. I also allowed another creator and a few others to infiltrate my thought processes when advocating for children. You know, when I lost my EquiSearch membership over some LaWanda Westbrook bullshit, the PR rep for her, the Tim Mullen of Michael Vaughn's case, if you will. What hurt me the most was the reason. You know, everybody thinks the reason is that I lied about a search, and I didn't. It was a technicality. And I was like, but my intentions were good. All I wanted to do was tell everybody that there was not a search plan for that boy. There was proof that Brandy herself said on a Twitter space that they had the same resource basically up in Idaho as EquiSearch. They didn't need EquiSearch. And I just wanted to clear the air, but you know, it was, you're not supposed to have your talk about searches. I just confirmed that there was never one planned. Not that there was one and what they were going to do. It's technicality. It's a technicality. And I'm not bitching. I really am not. But I noticed that I started losing more and more things and losing myself more and more into this case and giving myself way too deeply into the case and busting my ass. That nobody asked me to do that hard, but I did it. And thinking that my intentions were, things are going to come into fruition, maybe some more tips or more hard work from others. Right? No. Sometimes people will make you feel like you're something or that you're doing all these things and give you breadcrumbs of, I guess, gratitude or maybe some inside friendship because you're doing their hard work for them. It happens a lot in this community. And that's what happens when you neglect the people that would be there for you and wouldn't want you to take too much of a burden over. But what's really bad is when you let people into your psyche that are actually being harmful to the case and then take their side and then allow it in. That is pretty despicable to me. As a leader, do better. Right? And I even have the same problem in the true crime community. You have to pick and choose who you trust very well. And it should always be people that are there for you and stuck by you and were honest. Not ones that want to take over and then destroy it. So, getting off of that, I know a lot of people want to know, well, who did it? What is this about? Who did what? Where are we going to, and I'm not going to actually have to do that because unfortunately it's about to come to fruition on its own without me, with me. Doesn't matter what I do. That was a game checkmate setup plan. And guess what? It affects Michael Vaughn in his case and people to care about it more. All this time, we were trying to get the drama away from Michael's case that was literally handed to me on a drama platform plate. It was never meant to be anything other but that, even from the ones who said they were helping. It was always that way. It was always going to be that way. That was what it was meant to do. It's very upsetting to me. Very upsetting. But here's my accountability, guys. Now, since it's so corrupt, in my opinion, that honest to God, we're going to have to just wait and hope to God that tips come in and justice comes for that boy and Summerwells and all of these missing children and missing persons. At the end of the day, sometimes you just got to let things play out as they play out and not lose yourself in it, right? I can feel very comfortable saying I tried my best. I can say that I've tried too hard, made mistakes. If you have a channel that's perfect, you're lying, right? But to grow and to continue and be better for other cases in the future, I got to be accountable. And also let others know that I know yours is coming soon. The lurkers in the back. But the biggest one of all, the biggest person that's going to be held accountable, creator, is Perp. Perp, you have it coming, sister. And I won't have to be the one to do it. So, get ready, my dear. It's about to go down. So go ahead and scramble and see what's going on. And old past friends of mine, stop shaking in your boots. Start being honest. Because it's coming out. And I won't be a part of that. But I will watch. And we'll laugh. And cry for Michael. But the truth is coming, y'all. On both sides. On both sides. And I had no idea that I was ever going to be a part of it. But I have nothing to hide. I did everything that I could for that boy in his case, trying so hard to figure out if there was any way that he could get home to where he belongs. his siblings, his family. But all I can do now is just watch. It's heartbreaking. I'll still cover updates and such, but it won't be as in depth unless it's necessary or whatever the case may be. And no, I don't need information. I don't need a server full of bullshit to do anything. I'm fine. It's because you cannot fix the people around a missing child's case and make them, first of all, behave correctly, act right, advocate better. But it's the people that took that case first that fucked it up and never really fixed it. And I hold y'all accountable for that. I do. And you know who you are. Media outreach my ass. What would be the purpose of that? That does nothing for Michael. I must have missed something, sorry. Oh, the drama. Look, we all remember the Casey and Kaylee Anthony case. We remember what shitstorm that brought. Nothing has ever been the same since with a missing child. Nothing has been. I remember when there was a Kaylee's law that was trying to be passed. I don't know if it did or not, but I remember it being specifically about parents, preventing parents from profiting off of their child's death or abduction or whatever it may be, or false abduction, whatever you want to call it. That is what we need to be focusing on. Things like preventing this from becoming a problem. I care about children. I don't care about adults' feelings near as much as I do children who are missing, who have no real voice, and no one in their family is doing anything about it other than to play victim. And people take that case, just like with Summer Wells, even Harmony Montgomery's case. Even, goodness, Oakley's case. Yeah. Those babies mean way more than the feelings and the afterthoughts and the retrospects of any family member that could ever walk this earth who treats people the way that they do. Yeah, that's just how I feel. That's what I stand on, and I'd be a liar to backtrack on that and to let anybody get a freebie. It's not fair to them. And I see you, girl, in the chat that's like, this is not helping. I understand. But it's not about them. It's about me. And it's about my channel getting back on track and being accountable for it. And I have to be honest with my viewers. I don't have to cater to anyone outside of this. This is my channel. I've neglected it. I've allowed people to neglect me and my hard work and other people's hard work for some drama. And I am so sorry for that. More so for the children that I cover and the missing persons and the cases and the work that I could have been focusing on that I didn't. That's my accountability. And there's no turning back. There's no fixing this. It's going forward and doing the right thing. Lenny says drama should never be around a child. These adults never seem to grow up. The children matter, not first or last. Thank you, Lenny. Lenny has been like my voice of reason. And we don't talk all the time, but I do appreciate you and I discussing things like this. Matter of factly, that's what I like I like viewers and I like subscribers like that too. And different perspectives, of course. But Lenny, I really appreciate how straightforward you've been with that. I really do. And I appreciate your opinions. Brooke, I really appreciate that. She says, we will stand by you while you restructure your channel. And honestly, the only thing, yes, she really is. She really is. The only thing that I wanted to really say is that I'm taking ownership of being involved in the background where nobody saw the bullshit that could have been prevented on the platform and being drug into Purple Phoenix and all the other shit ass creators, which some of that had to do a lot with the mother. Intentionally handpicking these creators to then, hate on everybody else who has a slighting opinion, right? But there was also people in the back promoting and or helping. And that I thought were friends. Little do I know, or little did we know, and how a lot of people are about to find out what happened there. So, accountability. Taking accountability for my failures, and I hope that my viewers and subs can forgive me. And I hope that others who are watching who know damn well what I'm talking about, that you are accountable for yours. And those who are unable to take any accountability whatsoever, there's a little rock on my screen on the bottom right. Go ahead and read that and soak that baby in. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. I will be frequenting YouTube much more often than I used to. I can promise you that. These babies need to be found. Missing persons need to be found. This world is crazy. And just we need to make sense of it as best as we can in these cases. Because people who are missing or harmed, they need justice. And that's what we're going to do here. Drink your water, hug yourself, your fur babies, grandbabies. Let's promote positive advocacy on this channel going forward. And I will see you on the next live. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
Ooh, I caught you looking. Ooh, I caught you looking with your looking ass. I caught you looking with your looking ass. Ooh, I caught you looking. I pull up hot boxing car, smoke like a brisket. Bass knocking like Jehovah Witness, bear witness. Heads turn with quickness, camera ready up, you missed it. Fifth wheel leaning slightly like some broken fences. Hold up, watch out, here I go. 10 cars deep, I'll crawling slow. Slowed up, hold up, big mo. If you don't know, stop sipping, bro. Takes a while, we'll twinkle toes. 17 12s on dog meat bows. Pull up and they like, what are those? Neon lights say, enjoy the show. Neck froze, trunk open, never close, no love for hoes. Paint drip, take a pic, I suppose. Don't blame me, I'm getting chose. Haters hate, I don't hear them, no. Surrounded by sound, but it ain't no bow. CT sound, my trunk exposed. Pockets full of dope. I caught you looking, caught you looking. Oh, I caught you looking, caught you looking. Oh, I caught you looking with your looking ass. I caught you looking with your looking